friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be transforming myself into Isabelle from Animal Crossing. So I'm actually working a birthday party this weekend as Isabelle from Animal Crossing, who, if you don't know, is a very cute, very popular character from Animal Crossing, which is, a game where you basically just dig things up and build a house, and I'm not explaining it very well. It's very fun. It's very much a relaxing, soothing game. It got very popular during quarantine, but it's been around in different generations for a while now. I really wasn't into it when I was a kid, but I actually started playing recently when I bought myself a Switch for Christmas, and I really enjoyed playing it a lot. I haven't been playing as much recently because I have so much stuff to do. Silent scream. But since I need to kind of test out my makeup and wig and make sure everything looks good, I figured you guys might want to see that because I'm not exactly sure how to do this transformation, and I'm probably going to have to paint most of myself yellow, which is not my favorite. It's not an ideal, but it is what it is. So I have two actually separate costumes that I ordered just to make sure one of them fits. So I'll be trying those on as well. And yeah, so we're just going to become a cartoon character today. It is weird that I'm going to be a dog from a video game for a birthday party that's 3 hours long, but I'm excited for it. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kaz. Stick around if you're interested in cosplay, craft tutorials, anything Disney related. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new content from me. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this Animal Crossing transformation. Okay, I am slicked back and ready to begin. I think I just want to start with the base, which is going to be light yellow. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of regular face paint. This is water soluble stuff. And a beauty blender, and just try to do a nice even base. So here we go. More just white right now. It doesn't really look that yellow at all, but I'm just gonna see how this looks after I finish. Okay, this is the current base. It does look slightly terrifying, but I feel like if we add things onto it, it'll look a little bit better, right? Now I'm going to use a slightly darker yellow. I don't have a ton of this left, which is why I started with the lighter yellow, because she also is more of a light yellow, but let's just see if we can blend a little bit more yellow into this so it looks less just white. I'm substantially yellow. I don't think it looks quite as yellow on camera as it does in real life, but you can see that it's now more of a light yellow. I don't think it's too terrifying yet, which is good, which I was worried about. So I'm just gonna powder this as it is, and I'm using my Marron setting powder in neutral. I bought this for all the looks I've done where I was painting my face many different colors. Because it's really bad if things start to melt off while you're with children. Ta-da! Powdered. Okay. Next step, I'm going to take a look at her face. I think maybe to do her little cheeks, which are so cute. So she has the white around her mouth too, kind of in this section, but I think that it'll look really weird if I do that, and scary from some of the photos I've seen of people doing that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to give myself a little nose and then do some lips. I'm gonna do her little cheeks and then some black eyeshadow to kind of be her eyes are very big and cute. So hopefully that will look normal enough, you know, if we need to add in the white because it's just very necessary, we will, but I do think that it'll look odd, you know, because I'm not a dog lady at the end of the day. So let's do little cheeks, nose, eyes, and lips, and we'll be able to move on to the costume. So her blush is really in a specific shape, so I'm gonna try to be mindful of that while I do this. And I'm gonna choose a pretty pinky one for starters. The lid is off, but you can see the one that I use all the time. I usually use this for any princess cosplays because a lot of princesses have that very pinky look to them. So I'm just gonna take that on my brush. I'm gonna go right underneath my eye here. I think that's starting to look like it. Just that very kind of anime cartoon cheek tint. Okay, I feel like that's pretty cute. I think it definitely does look cartoonish. It's not as much of an oval, you know, as hers are. I tried to kind of keep it within that shape, but I also don't want to look too weird or scary, so I don't know. I feel like this is good for now. Let's go ahead and give myself a nose. I feel like I've used many different things to do noses over the years, but I just think that eyeliner actually works best. I don't know. Like, I could use black face paint, I could use eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna use eyeliner because it's easy and it does a good job. It stays there. So this is my Wonder Wing from Rimmel London. She has a bit like of a circular nose. Also kind of in that more ovally shape. I'm gonna start small and then bring it out bigger as I need to. I feel like that's pretty cute. Well, it looks, I mean, obviously, again, I'm not a dog, and there's no way for me to paint my face in a way in which I look like a cartoon dog, so hopefully this is good enough. Okay, next I'm gonna do lips. She kind of has like a black outline around her lips, but I'm just gonna do, I think, red. I will be wearing a mask, but it's this kind of special see-through visor mask, which a lot of like princess companies and stuff have been using. So you can still see like the face of your performer, even though is that protection. It's basically like half of a face shield. So I will have that on. So since she doesn't really have like a lot of color to her lips, I'm gonna go with a more kind of nudie neutral pink. This is one that I've actually used a lot for Anna. This is very cheap. It's an e.l.f. double-sided lipstick duo, day and night. But I use the night for Elsa and this for Anna. But it's just very cheap, so it kind of like moves around. So what I'll do is I'll powder it just to make sure it doesn't move, and that changes the color slightly, but actually it kind of makes it look a little bit more natural too, which is good. I swear I'm always buying a new lip pencil and then immediately losing it. So I can't find it. We're just gonna go for it. If you're doing this, I would recommend using a lip pencil first before you put on the lipstick. Open! Reveal your secrets to me. Here. Okay, so now I'm gonna powder it to make sure it stays. You can just see like how shiny and like dangerous this would be if I didn't set it with something. It's also a really good way to get your makeup to stay all day if you have multiple gigs. So next is eyes, and she just kind of has like very cartoony eyes, big lashes. So I'm gonna put on pink eyelashes. I'm just gonna do like some shades of yellow, I think, in the crease because her skin's yellow. I don't think she's really wearing eyeshadow. So I'm gonna grab my very rainbowy palette here, and I have all the colors. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit to add depth, but it's mostly gonna be an eyeliner eyelash look, I think, because again, she has those very cartoon eyes. This giant palette I got on Amazon. You can literally just search like a giant rainbow palette and it'll pop up. I used to have one I got at Claire's years ago that I loved because it had so many like bright pigmented colors, but they don't sell it anymore, unfortunately. Okay, I feel like that's good. So I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner now, same stuff I used on my nose. And I'm just gonna do over my eye. I'm not gonna drag it out. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my fake eyelashes. I love the Ardell Wispies. Open. This glue might be getting a little bit old. Yes, I would say yes it is. I do like this one though because I can just put it like right on the lash because it has a little brush. What's funny about fake eyelashes is that if you're doing them all the time, they're really easy because you get used to it. And then if you like stop doing them for a while, it becomes very difficult again. I'm definitely in the very difficult stage. Schlink! Okay, we are fully eyelashed. I feel very much like a cartoon character with these eyelashes on because they're huge. But I think that we're just about done with makeup. So I'm actually gonna put a wig cap on. I have a wig that I have an idea to use because she has like these cute little bangs and then she has kind of like her dog hair pieces. One of the costumes that I got did come with like the dog ears, so I'm gonna try that out with this one pigtail wig I have that looks very anime. So let me grab that and we'll move on to the wig portion. Okay, so I'm gonna show you first the pieces that were included with the costume that I bought from Amazon. So these are the two ears that go on the side, and they have little clippies on the back to clip them on. And then there's also her headband, which is like her hair that's furry with a little belt. So I have these pieces. Her bangs itself, it's kind of like she just has bangs and then the ears and the little hair up top. So I was thinking of a wig I have that has clip-on pigtails because you can clip the pigtails on or have them off. When they're off, it's just kind of like a little short-haired wig. And I think this could be styled to look like her bangs. It's slightly messy, so we'll definitely have to brush it and spray it down. But I definitely think it can work, so. I'm just gonna secure it in the back. Okay, so we look a little bit crazy. That's okay. Just gonna shlink. I'm just mostly concerned with making sure all my hair is covered in the back, on the sides, and then do this kind of like division of the bangs. And I think if I kind of pin it up a little bit, we'll get more of that classic Isabelle swoop. So let me grab a brush and some bobby pins. So I'm just gonna spray in my little synthetic wig spray, and I got this, I think actually years ago on Amazon when I was trying to style some wigs for Halloween. So it doesn't spray great anymore, but it still helps kind of smooth out things in the wig, kind of the straight hairs and stuff, which is what I'm mostly concerned with. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make my little bangs by swooping this hair here to a point. Really stick that bobby pin in there. Doesn't go anywhere. I'm gonna do two, the classic crisscross method. The amount of bobby pins I used to go through in my heyday, princessing like 8 parties a weekend, was a lot. The bobby pin budget was intense. And it's very gentle. Not a huge swoop. Just adjust that to make sure we're covering up my ears because I will have a dog ears now. So let's add these guys on. This is definitely, I mean, the weirdest party I ever did was as the Cat in the Hat at a jumpy house place, but that was honestly awesome. Okay, and then this I'm just gonna kind of slide underneath the ears, hold it more in place. And I'll probably secure this with more bobby pins the day of too. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and put on this first costume, some tights, and see that everything fits, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the widest shot I can currently get, but you can actually see all of it except for my tights, so maybe I'll get up on a stool and try not to fall over. This is probably not safe, Kaz. This is the opposite of safe. Oh, I'm not gonna do it, but you can see I have on yellow tights. These I already had. I originally got them from Amazon for an Anna Disney bound. But so this is the first costume. It came with the pieces. Oh, I forgot the tail. And the tail. There's actually a hole in the back of the skirt that the tail's supposed to go through. So I think that you secure this around your waist and then the tail pops out. So how is it gonna split through? Hold on, I'm thinking. You take the elastic and you stick it in the hole and then you wrap that around your waist. Okay, we're getting there. Ho-ho! Bam! This is my tail. So it actually, I'm not too mad at it. It definitely is like cheap material, obviously. This is the one that she wanted me to buy. She actually didn't choose one that had the ears and the tail and all this included, but I knew that it would be weird if I didn't have all of that, and I didn't know how to make that, so I chose to buy a costume that had this all included. And then I got, I think I either got a large or an extra large, just because whenever you're ordering a costume from China, as if you've seen my other Elsa costumes that I've purchased, I learned the hard way, you should just buy the bigger size. It's just usually like gonna be way too small if you buy your regular size, because sizing differences are really intense coming from overseas. So I believe this is a large or extra large, but if it's good, it's definitely like a little bit too big, but it's okay because whenever I'm going to a kid's party, I'm not trying to look like too scantily clad or sexy, as some people might be trying to do their Isabelle cosplays, which is totally fine. Absolutely, more power to ya. However, in this instance, we're trying to be kid appropriate, so it being a little bit more oversized, making sure the skirt, you know, a lot of the photos that I've seen of people in this cosplay, like the advertisements of it and stuff, like the skirt was really short, everything was really tight, and I was like, this is not what we're going for. So that's another reason for me to order it oversized. But since I feel like this looks so good, I'm actually not gonna open up the other one. I'm gonna try to resell that or return it if I can. I had a whole ordeal trying to get this costume. The first one that I ordered and paid like for extra quick shipping on, it never came. It got lost in the mail, just horrible. So I had to reorder, and then I ordered from another company too because I just was nervous. So now I have two Isabelle costumes. I probably am gonna sell both of them, to be honest, because I just needed it for the party. But I feel like this one definitely came with the most pieces. The other one I got, I don't believe came with the tail and the ears, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't remember. But yeah, so I'm not gonna open it all up if there's a chance of me being able to return it still. I think overall, this is like pretty decent. Obviously my arms aren't yellow. I will paint them yellow for the party, but at the moment I just want to make sure I still have enough face paint left to do that, because I'm definitely running out on those yellow tones in that palette. I hope that this is helpful to you if you're gonna do your own kind of Isabelle look. I hope that it was maybe interesting to see me attempt to look like a cartoon character dog, and gosh, I do feel like playing some Animal Crossing, so I might play a little bit of Animal Crossing today for some research. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited. We're actually about to hit 200 subscribers. We're very, very close. So that's another milestone. You know, I've been working on this YouTube for about 1.5 years now, and it's just been really exciting to see everything grow and keep making content. Some weeks it's harder than others, you know, to keep kind of like trying to put myself out there and make things. So it really means so much to me to have you guys watching, and I really, really appreciate your subscribing to me. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at Kaz the Queen of Glitter. You can follow me on TikTok at the Queen of Glitter, and you can follow me on Snapchat at Kaz Queen of Glitter. That's a weird one. Link is definitely gonna be there for you on the last screen. Oh, and you can also follow me on Depop at the Queen of Glitter. More costumes will be coming very soon in time for Halloween, let me tell ya. But that's all for me. I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, stay sparkly. Bye-bye. cute Animal Crossing catchphrase, but I don't think Isabelle really has a catchphrase, does she? It's like talking about the news, but the news for her is something like she saw a butterfly and that's the news of the day. I guess that would be news in my book too.